those of us living inland, Ike was mainly a wind event, but Tropical Storm Allison proved that hurricanes aren't the only storms to worry about. In 2001, Allison dumped over 38 inches of rain, causing over $5 billion in damage. Because we're not that far above sea level, normal rainfall could also cause flooding in many areas. So what can you do to stop the water from coming in? Please welcome Catherine Howington with FloodSax. Hi.
Good morning.
Okay, so you used to work in the insurance industry. One thing I want to clarify right now while we're talking about flooding is that sometimes people get confused. They go, yes, I have flood insurance. There's a difference between flood insurance and rising water.
Flood insurance, it's rising water from any source. Inland, tidal waters, a water main, city water main breaks, that's covered under your flood policy. It's separate than your homeowner's policy.
Okay.
Homeowners does not cover flood insurance at all.
Yeah.
At all.
So just make sure that
you're
you know
in control,
and you ask the questions.
You're in control when you have a flood policy, no matter what zone you're in. Whether you're in a floodplain, not a floodplain. If you do not have flood insurance, it has to be declared a presidential declaration in order to get disaster assistance. It's very minimal, and it's a loan repaid with interest.
Yeah.
So flood policy, you're more in control. Without a flood policy, no control.
Yeah. Okay. You have a different option for trying to stop rising water from coming into your home. Explain what this is.
This is FloodSax. Weighs 7 ounces.
Very light. Yeah.
Very, very light. It's for indoor, outdoor use. You place it where you want it. You can lay it on the ground. When the flood waters hit, it inflates by itself. It will hold 45 pounds of water.
Wow.
The shelf life is 5 years, like this.
Okay.
Once it's used, it's done. It's biodegradable. You can plant it in next to a tree, and it will water your tree 30 to 40 days. You can cut it open.
Oh, we knew that during the drought.
Yes, you can cut it open, and all the little crystals, you can put it in the flower bed. It will help water your little flower bed.
Okay.
I'm
going to show right now what we're talking about. Okay, so let's say, you know, the rain's coming down.
Right.
And you have an area of your house in particular that is likely to get water in, take water in. So you put these down all on the outside of that door or the inside of the door?
The outside of the door.
Okay.
You lay them out. It's a flood barrier. It can also direct water to a different way.
Oh, okay.
So you place it in,
place
takes
it there.
3.
Let's say the water is actually coming in, and so this essentially like a sponge, but better.
Right. There will be no leakage. Once you set the barrier around your house, or buildings, there's no leakage. This is also great for water pipes. You're underneath your sink or your dishwasher, your water heater, your pipes burst. You put this in, and it stops the damage.
You can just leave it under there all the time.
You can leave it under there all the time, and it absorbs the moisture, so you have no mold.
Yeah.
Because mold, you know, Houston's humid, so no mold. This takes about 3 minutes.
I need this to be on my bathroom floor, so when my son turns on the water and goes and watch cartoons, and
Yeah.
then comes back later and goes, oh, whoops. Yeah, but you can see it's filling up right here, right now, and so, again, can stop a lot of that water. And when we say, you know, we think about floods, this takes up a lot, quite a lot.
Well, and it's sandless. I mean, could you really store 900 pounds of sand in your home?
No, no.
Do you want to store 900 pounds of sand in your home?
Because literally, you could stack a whole bunch of these in your closet.
A box of it is 20. There's 20 in a box. You can take it with you wherever. It's easy to deploy, so in emergency, and there's rising waters flooding the city, it could be easily deployed. Saves on manpower, resources,
Yeah, you don't have
money,
to be a bodybuilder to lift the
time.
sandbags.
You just ship it and go.
All right, great idea. Another great idea. We have one FloodSax kit to give away to somebody in our audience, and that is going to Jason Greiger. Jason, where are you? Jason, there you go, sir.
Yay.
One of our American Red Cross volunteers, so that's going to you. To learn more about FloodSax or Floodgate, we put links on our website, greatdayhouston.com. Up next, in the aftermath of the storm, can you survive? After Ike, many people stood in lines for just water. We'll go through the list of things that should be in your emergency preparedness kit.